Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain and welcome back. Now today, after we've had various things in the news and we've had various people doing various things, for example the PewDiePie thing that I addressed in a video last week, I've done a video on this before where I was talking about apologies, but I wanted to make it a little bit more specific, but considering that these situations keep going on, and also add a couple of guidelines. Oh, excuse me. A couple of kind of guidelines that I would ordinarily add when I'm doing this for myself. And the concept that I want to kind of discuss is that you should always do first, and if necessary, apologise afterwards. And there are going to be lots of people that go, "What? No, don't just do. Don't. How dare you just do? Doing just doesn't help. You know, if you should maybe apologise for doing first, and then maybe do if you get permission to do." And it's like, me just saying it that way should highlight the problem with that, because potentially that leaves you weakening your position, be it socially, be it kind of generally. You're weakening your position without even actually doing anything. Yeah? Saying it on a whim, like, I'm really sorry if I step on your foot, but I'm a terrible dancer. Yeah? Then in that case you're also making light of the situation. It's more of an icebreaker than a genuine apology, and it's maybe warning someone else so that maybe they can pick up the slack, maybe they can help you out. Yeah? It's a light-hearted way of doing it. But apologising for, I don't know, not doing something when you've not done it or even tried yet, then, you know, you're only setting yourself up to fail before you've even tried, before you've even had a chance to do the thing. Yeah? So as a result, you know, I feel like the doing first and apologising afterwards is always going to be the better thing to do. Because not only do you do first, it means that if you are in need of apologising afterwards, then at least you have a good reason to apologise. You're not just saying sorry over nothing. You're not just apologising into an empty space that could have been filled with something that you had actually done, but now is just you shouting into an echo chamber, which is only going to echo your own apologies back. You get stuck in that negative cycle, because apologising is a arguably negative thing to do, either because it's something that you don't want to do but have to, or because you've done something negative that has led to the apology. Pretty simple, right? It lives in the realm of sadness, apologising. Sadness and regret. And so, you know, the apologising before you've done anything doesn't make any sense. The thing that spins round, though, is that, as I said, there are a couple of guidelines and things that I keep in mind when situations like this may arise. When I might feel maybe that I should apologise, or that there might be need for apologise, or someone might call for me to apologise, but I've not done anything yet. And when I'm considering what I should be doing. Firstly, the boundaries. Yeah? Where are the boundaries of this situation lying? Now, we've talked about boundaries in other videos. And, for instance, my personal boundaries. You know, my personal things that I'm accountable for, that I'm responsible for, I either have ownership of in some way, or are otherwise kind of under or within my sphere of influence and outside of other people's, then those things I don't need to apologise for, because they're only affecting me. Yeah? They are things that are only attached to me, only impact me in a significant way, and as a result, you know, why should I need to apologise for them? You know? Oh, well, I, within my own house, had left something in, I don't know, the fridge, and had decided to consume it without consulting anybody. In which case, well, that affected me. Only me. It was my thing that I put in the fridge that I then decided to eat. In which case, if then someone else says, oh, well, I would have liked a bit of that, well, I don't need to say sorry because it was mine. And it was only mine, and it was within my fridge, and whatever else. Yeah, now that's a bit of a abstracted and extreme example, but, you know, it's that kind of thing. If it's purely affecting me, if it's only within my sphere of influence, then I will never need to apologise for it. As in, if it's only within my version of reality, no one else's version of reality interacts with it, then it's mine. I might feel bad about something and say sorry to myself, but that's me talking to myself and a sign of madness. So, you know, we won't talk more on that. The other thing to take into account, though, is that I tend to is not just, is this going to interact with other people? Because obviously, me meeting someone for the first time, shaking their hand and going, I'm so sorry. You know, I mean, I'd like to think that people aren't sad that they met me. Some of them are. I'm sad that I've met some people. But, you know, for the most part, I'd like to think that it's positive experiences all round. But it's not just if I'm going to interact with people or interact with their environments. It's, am I going to harm them? And I'm not talking about the kind of overblown and overbroadened version of harm where words have enough power that they can apparently cut glass or anything like that. I'm talking about, like, if I did a thing, if I said a thing, would I lose someone their job? Would I actually end up removing someone's hand? Would their reputation be damaged when I'm not sure whether or not it actually should be? Yeah, that kind of harm. Not, oh, you hurt my feelings. Well, no, I didn't hurt your feelings. You've taken something that I've said, which may not even have been said to you, and have decided to take offence to it. As said, offence is taken, not given. There you go. But, again, if I'm going to... If something is potentially going to harm someone, that's where I have to consider. Whether it's harming their livelihood, their reputation, their physicality, then, you know, that's where I need to consider my actions before I do it. So, a couple of examples. You know, I catch someone stealing. The reasons for it are irrelevant because the person is essentially committing a crime. In which case, then my first thought is, should I report them? In which case, though, when it comes to me going and doing that, I'm considering whether or not it's actually going to harm that person. Potentially, if they're employed there, it could harm their livelihood. If they are caught and they were stealing from a shop or something, then it could harm their reputation, harm their prospects. Something to consider. But, again, then I only need to apologise if I have either been wrong or if something else has come to light as a result. Which isn't for me to do, that's for whichever authority I'm reporting them to, like, is concerned with. But then afterwards, it might be on me to apologise for potentially misreading the situation, or for if it has done untold damage when that wasn't actually the case, if I was mistaken, or something to that effect. Yeah? Or there were exacerbating circumstances of one sort or another which the authority has defined, which then I can apologise for not having an awareness of that. The other situation that rolls around in my mind is in regards to kind of actual physical harm, which is a case of if I saw someone attacking someone else and I went and intervened, then me considering that, me intervening could get me hurt, but then it could also get both of them hurt. One of them hurt more than the other, both of them hurt equally, in which case that's a thing that I need to consider. If it ended up with the person that I was trying to intervene on the behalf of, or even if I was there to intervene on the behalf of essentially both of them, then, you know, potentially after the fact, one could get hurt more than the other. They could both get hurt quite badly. And so then it would be on me to maybe apologise for the intervention, considering it might have gone a different way otherwise, and so on and so forth. But that's a tricky situation in and of itself regardless. But as a result, though, those apologies are, again, quite extreme situations. And so apologising generally has to be for a thing that you've already done. You can consider the things that you are going to do and whether or not there may be a necessity for apology at some point, but otherwise it should purely be fact-based. If you have done a thing or not done a thing that has then caused a problem for other people, then apologise to one degree or another. And obviously when we're talking about a problem, we're again talking about an actual mechanical obvious problem. If someone's going, oh, that joke really hurt my feelings, then again the feelings are inside that person. If you want to apologise, that's kind of on you. But overall, I would feel no compulsion to do so, considering that, as said, offence is taken, not given. So it's a set of things that I just wanted to break down. And if you want a masterclass, or not even a masterclass, but a good example of how to give a proper apology as well, the video that PewDiePie put out last week on, I think, Friday, in regards to what he said and the stuff that we covered in that video last week, you know, he did a very good job of properly apologising. Not the half-assed kind of, oh, I've been caught kind of apology that lots of people give, but a genuine apology for a stupid thing that he did, you know. And again, he did that because what he had said, what he had done, impacted others outside of the sphere that he thought he was dealing in. And so as a result, the apology came, and it was a sincere apology from what I can gather. And so, you know, it's overall, though, if he apologised for every single thing that way, then that would devalue that apology. If he apologised every video for every daft thing that he puts into a video that's bound to upset somebody, then that would devalue the apologies overall, and none of his apologies would be worth a damn anymore. And so, use apologies sparingly, only when they really matter, only when you're affecting other people and causing a problem that is a pronounced problem, because otherwise, you know, keep those boundaries strong. Make sure that you know where the limits are, so that you don't get pulled into devaluing your own apologies, because apologies are meaningful, or at least they should be. So don't get drawn into like continually apologizing for random stuff, because it is only going to make your other apologies worth diddly squat after the fact. Obviously, I'm not saying if you step on someone's toe, then, you know, don't say sorry. You know, there's a time for saying sorry, and then there's a time for apologies. I'm talking more about specific kind of actual apologies, not just politeness in passing for intrusion on someone's personal space or something like that. But otherwise, guys, you know, people have different rules on this. People have different thoughts on this. And, you know, people's personalities come into play with that as much as anything else. But, you know, let me know your thoughts. You know, what are your thoughts on apologising? You know, as said, I feel do first, apologise afterwards, because the other way around just doesn't make any sense. But some people would argue with that. And if you're one of those people, then please leave a comment down below so that we can actually discuss and maybe reach some middle ground on it. You know, see where our feelings and thoughts are taking us on this, so that we can kind of maybe learn some more from that. Maybe change each other's minds or adapt a little bit. But either way, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the video tomorrow. Take care.